What's up, everybody? So today's video request: careers being called dreams. How we look at it as a dream. What's your dream job? What goal, what dream career would you want to do? Blah 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 blah. How I look at it as a career, at least how I look at it as. I don't look at career as a dream. I look at career as just pain and pressure and stress, because we're literally being pressured to get a career, meaning, in other words, meaning possibly go to school, go to trade, whatever the hell, then to get a stupid job so you could survive. You're putting all this pressure on yourself so you could survive. When in the long run, when you're no longer alive, you're dead. You don't have to worry about anything. I truly go to cemetery sometimes, of course, to pay my respects, visit my, my dead one, my loved ones, but how I like to say it, my dead ones, they're dead. And I just stare at the mausoleums and tombstones, and I just say to myself, man, these people ain't got nothing to worry about anymore. Nothing at all to worry about. At least I would hope. They're finally out of this prison planet. They're finally out of this misery, this stress, this bullshit, this just unnecessary torment that I ask myself, why the hell are we in this shit in the first fucking place? They're finally free. They're finally out of it. Whatever they were suffering from, whether it was an illness, terminal illness, mental illness, chronic illness, whatever, it's all past. It's all put aside now. They're finally at peace once and for all. At least we can hope. As long as there's no such thing as reincarnation, maybe they're at peace. Anything, I'm sure, has got to be better than being in this world. That's probably for sure. You ever get people that come to you and say, "Hey, bro, what's your dream job? What do you see yourself in 5 years? What's your dream job?" And I say to myself, I really don't give a shit about jobs. Now, with that being said, I'm not saying don't work or whatever. Fortunately, we have no effing choice. But I can't stand when people actually call that a dream. That's a curse. It's a nightmare. The dream is being free, doing whatever the hell you want, having freedom, being able to just do whatever the hell you want anytime you like. Now that sounds more like a dream to me, just saying in that way. I don't see how getting out of bed every day, going to this specific whatever it is, yeah, you make tons of money from it, let's say, but, or whether you do or whether you don't, you're literally getting out of bed every day, going to this place every day, literally for 8 hours or however long, when there could be other things you're doing. Instead, you're being there all day. I don't look at that. I don't see that as a dream. I really don't. I don't know how anyone here could see that as a dream. I just see that as a responsibility, a headache that we have no choice but to participate in, because if not, we're not going to survive. We're going to be living in the streets. We're going to be broke, blah, 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 blah. You name it. I don't see how that's a dream. A dream is actually being free from all that bullshit, doing what you truly want to do, whatever it might be. Even if it's just sleeping all fucking day. Hey, you're doing something you love, you're free. You can actually have the actual peace and free time to do that, Now that sounds more like a dream to me, or being able to travel wherever you want, always having money no matter what. That's why if you win the lottery, maybe it could be a dream. But of course, the government takes most of that away. But you get what I'm trying to say. A dream to me is being free, being able to do whatever the hell I want. A dream, I don't see this as a dream, worrying how I'm going to pay for this, how I'm going to pay for that. This is due, that's due, this is due. I just look at that as a never-ending nightmare of a loop that just keeps coming and coming and coming. You know how in a YouTube video you could put it on a loop, when the video ends it automatically restarts again? Well, that's literally like the same thing with bills. You pay the bills just for it to loop back at you. It's looping around. Pay, boom, loop, restart. That's all the fuck it is. This is a dream. If this is a dream, I want to get out of this damn dream. This is a nightmare, man. To the point where it gives me actual nightmares. Plus, living reality is just an actual true nightmare. Every so often I get nightmares. I actually had it a couple nights ago where I was starting high school again. Well, just school in general. Sometimes it's high school, sometimes just school in general. And I say to myself, man, can't there just be a way out of this? Do I really have to do it? It's like you feel like you're restarting it all over again, because basically you technically are, because I already got through all that bullshit. And now here I am having a dream, like if it almost feels like it's real, like I'm going back into it. And by the way, I don't know why I said dream, more like a nightmare. And I have those nightmares a lot. And it's just, when I wake up, I truly thank the Lord. Well, I'm not saying I believe in God, I don't believe in God, but I'm just saying that as a expression. I thank the Lord that I'm not in that fucking horrible classroom anymore, because it's just torment. Now, I never really got bullied or picked on or in any way. I did have a lot of friends, and there are still friends that I met in school that I still talk to this day. But it's just being in those classrooms, bored out of your mind, stressed out of your mind, being pressured. There was some classes where I would, like not fall asleep, but just like doze off. And I started doing not bad, but it was starting to go a little on the yellow side, I guess you could say. But then I turned it around. I mainly did good in school. I wasn't bad in school. I was actually on the honor roll. But I'm not that it means I'm not trying to brag or anything about it. But what I'm trying to say is I did do well in school. Thank God I did have a good amount of friends. I never got picked on. But it's just all that hard work. It was just annoying. Homework, all that fucking shit. And it's just when I have these nightmares, I'm like, I got to go through that bullshit again. And you got to study for all this stupid shit. Crazy. Everything, though, I could tell you this, pretty much everything that I learned in school, I almost forgot. I kid you not. X equal this, I don't even know what the fuck. I couldn't even understand it then. And that's another thing I'm shocked. I'm honestly, because I admit, math, I fucking suck. If anyone needs to solve a math problem, I'm the worst person to ask. I don't know if I'm lucky I even know what 2 + 2 equals. I kid you not. That's how bad I am in fucking math. But shockingly, I fucking did good in math. Shockingly. I don't know how the hell I did it. I look back now and I say, I don't know how I did it. If it was now, I felt like it would have been even worse. I don't know. But shockingly, I did pass math. I don't know how the hell I did it. I passed the Regents in math. Not that I'm bragging, but I'm stunned. I'm truly fucking stunned. I actually failed the science Regents, I think it was living environment or whatnot, twice, but then the third time I finally passed it. The math one I passed on the first fucking try. I think I got like a 70 or something. Just skinned it, but whatever. Passed it, And then on the stupid living environment region, I think I got like a 62 or something. Not megally bad, but 65 or up is considered a stupid pass or whatever. But then eventually I got like a 88 on it. I think a 90, I don't remember, but shockingly, I don't know how I did good at math. I even say to myself to this day, I don't know how the fuck I did it, but I'm just glad, I'm just glad I got it out of the fucking way. And the thing is, I just feel bad for people that, like, whoever could be watching these videos that are currently in school. My heart truly goes out for you guys. I truly hope you just get it through. I hope you all do good in classes. Just get this pathetic bullshit over with as fast as you can. But sadly not fast enough. I mean, it's torture, man. I used to hate it. When I was in school back then, man, yeah, Friday came, I got hyped in a way saying, Friday I could come home, whatever. I used to play video games or sometimes go out with friends and shit. Saturday, yeah, it's another sort of good day. Soon as Sunday rolls around, I'm depressed again. I just get mad depressed. I feel mad sick inside because I know the next day, here we go again, back to prison, back to fucking prison, back into a classroom cell. Literally what it's called. It's literally what it should just be labeled as, a classroom cell. Literally. Jails have a whole bunch of cells, so same thing with school. Classroom cell there, classroom cell here, blah, you get the point, and it would just make me depressed. That whole Sunday, I felt like shit. I just felt literally, like, depressed. I didn't have anxiety then, shockingly. That developed later on, but I was depressed. I was moody. I was sad. I just felt like jumping off a building, honestly. Because, like, knowing the next day I'm going to be trapped in a building, in a cell, in a prison building, school building, It was just fucking horrible. So, like, people that are currently in school that are watching these videos, my heart does truly go out for you. I do hope you somehow just get through it, man, as best as possible. I don't know how I did, but I did. Like I said, I don't know how I passed math. I don't even know how I did good in math. I sucked in math. I mean, basic math, yeah, I know. But, that stupid algebra bullshit, my God, fucking annoying. I mean, the fucking stupid teacher would literally show you a problem. There was times I would try and pay attention just to say, like, how the hell are you going to, how the hell is she solving this problem? Like, how is it equaling that? How does that number make it? And I'm just looking, and no matter what, I just can't grasp it. So she shows another one, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, maybe I could see if I could get this one. And I just, for the life of me, couldn't fucking grasp it. So after a while, I just started dicking around, literally playing with my fucking thumb, like fidgeting around and shit. It's just dilly die couldn't take it anymore, man. But I don't know how the fuck I passed the thing, but I did. You know, I guess, so they say, God was with me. May the Lord be with you. But yeah, man, I don't see how any of this shit's a dream career, you know. I mean, this is all people ask. And then, yeah, I'm sure everyone here in this life got asked before, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Or where do you see yourself in 10 years? Me, truly, I hope I'm out of this hellhole in 5 years. I hope I'm in heaven if there is one in 5 years. Or just lights out, either or. Will be better than being here for another 5 years. Or you know what I feel like saying when people ask that? For example, you know what I say people should say when people ask that? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I hope not here. I hope no longer on this planet. That's what I feel like saying in return. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, sir? Hopefully not here in this shithole. Hopefully I'll be in the great beyonds. At least I can only hope. I kid you not, man. That's really what I feel like saying. It's like, that pisses me off. And also, which I've said before, where people say, 1 second, stupid, gotta pop up on the phone, 1 second. My apologies, the stupid Amber Alert thing popped up, because, I don't know if I mentioned, I'm in New York, and I'm sure a lot of people could tell by the accent, New York, water. But we got a tremendous amount of rainfall here. I don't know if people that live here in this area, in this region, New York City, the whole subways were flooded. It was like literally a friggin' waterfall going down the stairs. It's crazy. A lot of rain. I got like 6 to 7 inches of rain, if I'm not mistaken. Luckily, I live more on a mountain area, so I don't have to worry about floods as much. I don't think it's really possible. Even if the drains were to back up, since we live like on like a, you know, a big mountain, the water, I guess, would just go down. But who knows? But anyway, what I was trying to say before that annoying Amber thing that almost scared the crap out of me, just randomly went, I'm not sure if it picked it up on the video or not, but yeah, as I was trying to say was, so yeah, people say, you know, where do you see yourself 5 years? I feel like saying, hopefully not in this shithole. And then the other thing that I can't stand when people say, like when we're young, like for example, I'm young, I'm only 26 years old. People say, you know, you got a whole life ahead of you, man. And I say to myself, yeah, unfortunately, I know. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm a depressed person and doesn't want to live, but the truth is, I don't want to live in a garbage world like this. You know, truth is, I don't want to live in a depressing world where the evil elite government control us and rule us, and it seems we can't do a thing about it to break out of it. No, I don't really look forward to living my whole life in a prison like that. I look forward to living, but only on one condition: if I could actually enjoy and be free and do the things that I truly want to do. And that truly ain't happening, at least not for me, here in this shithole. So, yeah, I don't see having a whole life of me, you know, a whole life ahead of me to be fortunate. I look at it as an unfortunate, sadly, thing, because I got to deal with this bullshit. And, you know, many of us that are in the same boat sadly got to deal with the same shit. You know, it's just, those are the two things that really irritate me about people. I mean, there's multiple things that irritate me, but that's just the two things that I mentioned right now. I mean, but it's just fucking disgusting, bro. I mean, it's just, I say to myself, man, why did I have to come here? Why do I have to be in this shithole? Why do I gotta have, it's like, I don't hate my parents in any way, and I'm not saying anyone should hate their parents, but I truly question, like, why the hell did you have to bring me in this fucking shithole of a world? Why? Why? See, me, I'm a good father. You want to know why I'm a good father? Because I'm not going to bring a poor soul into this world of pain and suffering, and possibly he or she may having health problems or mental problems or whatever type of problems. I'm avoiding that whole thing. I'm avoiding that whole problem by not creating a problem, not creating the kid, not creating my son or daughter. You know, that could be the best father you could ever be, or vice versa if you're a female mother. Want to be a good mother? Don't have a kid. Want to be a good father? Don't have a kid. There you go. You're a good father. Happy Father's Day. When Father's Day come around, I'll truly salute and say to those actual fathers, Happy Father's Day, because you're a true good hero by not bringing another poor soul into this world. Who knows, to some people it may sound dark what I'm saying, but the truth is, guys, whether you want to believe it or not, we live in a dark world. And as we live more and more in this world, we're approaching more into the dark times. And I don't want to get into, too specific about it, but I'm sure a lot of people know where I'm getting this as. We're literally, sadly, going deeper and deeper into the dark times. So I say to myself, since we're going deeper and deeper into dark times, why are you still going to have a child? I say this all the time. Life was never a gift, just like the term "make America great again." When was America really great? Now it is good compared to other countries, don't get me wrong, but in all, when was this whole life just in general good? And I'm not just talking America, I'm talking about just the whole worldwide of life. It was maybe a little bit more copable back then. It was less stressful. Not saying it was not stressful, but it was a little bit less stressful. But today it's just obviously just much, much, much more worse. More unbearable, more harder to live. The cost of living just keeps going up. We got gayflation on the rise. And it's like we have so many problems. We can't even take care of ourselves. We're literally working 1 or 2 a million more jobs. And then I don't know what goes through our heads. And we just still say, you know what, let's have a kid. And then all you're doing by having a kid is just pushing the problems onto them. That's all I look at it as by having a kid. You're just pushing the problems onto them. Unless you're really wealthy and rich, you're a really successful businessman, whatever, then maybe it's different. The only risk that you may be putting on your kids is them possibly developing some kind of health problem, which I don't wish on no one. Or just maybe that won't happen to your kid at all. And I, of course, hope it doesn't happen. But what I'm trying to stress out there is this is the main majority, like by us having kids, this is all we're really doing is just pushing the pressure, pushing the pain, the weight from our shoulders onto their shoulders. And if they don't, if they can't handle a certain thing that you've done or whatever, now that they're being pressured to do, we belittle them, we literally criticize them, we shame them, we make them feel more bad about themselves than what they're already going through just in general. And it's not fair. I always say to myself, how is it someone's fault that then it has to be here? That's like I always say, and it's just something I always got to bring up because it's just the cold damn truth, man. I mean, people having sympathy for parents like, oh, you poor thing, with that poor kid so wild, or that poor kid's not doing what you want him to do, or whatever. No one ever says, no, how about not the poor parent, the poor kid? The poor kid didn't sign up for any of this. And yet the poor kid's being the blame because he or she came out a certain way. It's like, for example, let's say you want to have a kid and you're hoping for a boy, and instead it comes out as a girl and you're all disappointed or whatever. It's not the kid's fault. I wouldn't be surprised if some parents literally be like, I hate you, man. I wanted you to be a boy or whatever. Or I really wanted a boy. I'm so disgusted. In other words, it's his fault now. It's like me. I came out as a boy. Let's say they wanted a girl, which I don't know what the hell they wanted. I think they actually wanted a boy, so they got their wish. They are happy for that. But let's say vice versa. They wanted a girl, and I came out as a boy, and now since I'm a boy and now the girl like they so wanted, now it's all my fault. Put me down, shame me or whatever. Might as well just put a wig on me, man. But I mean, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, if we don't come out, it's like if we don't come out a certain way, it's our fault. This is where I say parents literally are already prepping us, already have our future planned out before we're even born, before we even start breathing. I mean, I don't know I think you are breathing when you're in the womb, the tummy or whatever. I don't know. Are you? You gotta be, right? I'd be sounding mad stupid right now. I probably don't, but regardless, you get what I'm trying to say. You're not even born yet. You're not even you're not even fully developed yet to the part where you know what you're gonna do with your life. You're already being planned it out by your parents on what you're most likely gonna be doing when you be born. And who even knows if you're going to be born normal, if you're even going to be born at all. I mean, there's just so many things that can go downhill, And then when these certain things possibly happen, the parents get disappointed to the point where they start shaming the child. We understand you want positive things to happen. Everyone wants to have a healthy baby. And for parents that are, whoever's pregnant watching this video, I do hope 100% that your baby comes out 100%. I do. I don't wish anything bad on kids or just people in general. But at the same time, I say to myself, man, why have kids? Especially we're going deeper into the dark times, man. And it's like we just keep prolonging problems and passing it on and on and on, generation after generation. This generation, you just keep creating and creating, and it's a never ending cycle. This is where I keep saying with the hamster wheel and everything, we're just fuel, unlimited fuel to them because we keep reproducing. We'll die, sure, we'll be done for, but our kids take over. And then vice versa, their kids and their kids. And it just, oh God, it never ends, man. Deeper into the darker times, no less. I mean, it's just crazy how much parents already have figured out for their kids when their kids aren't even born yet. You don't even probably even know if you're having a boy or a girl yet. But whatever, even if you do know, your child's not even born yet. And yet you're already choosing what he or she's going to do with their life when they have the slightest clue. They don't even know what's going on. And the crazy thing is, even when they're first born and stuff, they're like, don't even know. It's like when you're a baby, do you remember much? Maybe little minor things, but the majority of things, it's like you don't even know you're alive yet. Even though you're alive and shit, you don't even, your brain's so small, you don't probably even remember 10 seconds. You seen something funny, like, for example, you're a baby. Babies laugh at certain things they see on TV or whatever. Probably 10 seconds after that, they don't even remember what they were laughing for. They probably don't even remember that they laughed at all. They probably don't even remember anything. You know what I'm trying to say? Probably don't even remember crying. Probably, who knows, man? This is what I'm trying to say in here. And later already, this is how they get us at the very beginning of age when our brains are literally nothing yet, and then as the brain starts slowly developing, it starts getting programmed into the scheme. And then this is why a lot of people don't see anything wrong with life, because it all starts from the very moment of birth. Some people eventually snap out of it and actually see the whole picture like I did, but the majority of people don't. They just stay stuck into that blue pill status. Nothing wrong. Life is normal. Must work, make money, get good career. It's a dream career job. And let me go have kids. This is the beautiful American dream. I wouldn't wish it any other way. And this is basically society. Whether people want to believe it or don't believe it, it's the fucking truth. This is society. The sad thing behind all of this is, though, people, there's actual dreams that we might want to be doing. Whatever it is. I mean, I'm not getting into specific, but whatever somebody truly likes to do. For example, you like people that like there's some people that want to become bodybuilders or play music or whatever. I mean, whatever the hell it is. And these things are getting interrupted mainly. Why? Because your so-called dream is really to be working for the elites, getting a career, going in debt, going to college. That's supposedly manipulated into saying that's the dream, when really what your real dream is being interrupted because of that bullshit. The nightmare's ruining your dreams. What we're calling a dream is truly a nightmare, and what our real dreams are possibly are getting interrupted, getting compromised, whatever you want to call it. But, me personally, I don't know really if I have a dream. I mean, me personally, coming from my point of view, I just want to have a life where I just have peace. I go out a little for cruises, go places, hang out with friends, do a little fun shit, whatever. I don't do drugs or anything like that. I mean, I did smoke weed before, but I haven't done it. Once in a while I'll drink, but I'm not, an alcoholic or anything like that. But, I just like to have a nice, simple, basic life. That's all I ask. I don't ask for anything much. I don't ask to have something fancy, like a fancy house, a fancy car, or, just happy to have something that gets me around, happy to have a roof over my head. I'm thankful for little things like that, don't get me wrong. I just like to have a nice, simple, basic life and just have peace, not have any worry, stress, or anything like that. And the thing that sucks is, living in a life like this, it's nearly impossible to have that wish. A lot of people say live off the grid, but it's not as easy as you think. Some people, don't get me wrong, maybe live just fine doing it, but not everyone's custom that way. That's the problem. Not everyone can handle living that way. There's some people that could live in the woods and it's like nothing to them, where they go hunting and shit. In a way, it still sucks living like that too. It's like how, at least in my opinion, I'm not saying it's a fact. Some people probably like it. Good for them. If they like it, it gets them through it, then hooray for them. I wish you all the best. But a lot of people, everyone has different point of views. That's the thing some people don't truly understand. What you like doesn't mean I'm going to like too. How you live doesn't mean I want to live the same way you live. Some people like having nice things. I mean, we all want to have nice things to some extent, don't get me wrong, but there's people that are thankful for certain things, and then there's greedy people that'll be like, that sucks, I wanted this. Or, it's just, this is what I'm trying to say, like everyone's different. And no, I'm not greedy in any way, form. Definitely not greedy. Me, like I'm trying to say is, I just ask for a life that's simple, peaceful, basic, no stress. I don't want no stress. I want to be happy. I want to laugh. Laughing supposedly the best medicine they say there is. I do love to laugh. Nothing funny right now, or else I'll be laughing. But you get my drift. Well, that was funny, I guess. But yeah, I do like to laugh. I do like to hang with friends. Just do basic, simple shit and just have a nice, easy, stress-free life. But unfortunately, living in this world, it only gets more and more stressful, and pressure builds up. Weights on my shoulder, collapse my shoulder caps. I mean, it's nearly impossible to have a peaceful life here. That's why they all say rest in peace when you die, because that's when truly our peace begins. And hopefully will for eternity be a thing. But sadly, life is temporarily, and you can't even live at peace for at least temporarily. You got to be under stress. They say live life while you can, but I don't see how you can do that when you're doing things you truly don't want to be doing. There's things you'd rather be doing, whatever the hell it is. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is that people like to really do, and work and shit is getting in the way of it. How many times do you want to do a certain task that being a sheep, another word for working, gets in the way of it? Raise your hand. I'm sure a lot of people watching this video right now are raising their hand at their monitors, whether it's a TV screen, a computer screen, a tablet screen, whatever. But you get what I'm trying to say? But they say career is a dream. No, there's dreams we want to do, but so-called career, all that lying bullshit, trying to fucking hypnotize us into thinking that to benefit the elites, we got to be, mindless little puppets. That's their big key. They don't want us awoken. It's horrible, man. That's what they want you to think's the dream, when there's actual dreams that people rather be doing, but that's not beneficial for them. And in the way they make it come back at us, that it's not beneficial for us either. It makes us happy, but money-wise, it's not doing us anything. We got to do the other dream. Meanwhile, it's just a headache that we have no choice but to do for that benefit reason of getting paid. But anyway, guys, I am going to wrap it there. Before I end the video, I do want to say this. These last few videos I've been putting up and giving me a lot of trouble with titles. I don't know why. Like, I put a certain title, like, for example, I made a couple of videos back talking about the government. Anything I said bad about the government, they turned the money symbol yellow, and it would go to unlisted. Like, I would public it, and as soon as I hit save changes or whatever, I look back at it, it goes back to unlisted. Like, I would put it to public, it would stay to public. As soon as I hit save, and then I go and check it, it's unlisted again. It's like certain things, they don't want to monetize my videos or even public my videos. Then I once put something, the government is good, just to see, like, in other words, just making up a lie, obviously, that the government's good, and they turn it green, and I think the video went public, but of course I didn't want to keep it like that, so I changed it fast, because the government ain't good. I can't lie like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just these titles. I don't know why. They're recently just been starting to happen. Like every little stupid, it's like they just don't want the truth. It's like I got to make up lies on every title saying, life is a gift, life is good, just to get the video to friggin' stay on. It seems like I got to make up a fake-ass title saying false things that they want you to think is true for it to stay green in public. Unbelievable. I have no idea what I'm going to go through with this video. I don't even know what title I'm going to put for this video yet. I don't even know if the original title that I had in mind early in the video is even going to be an exception, but I'm hoping at some point I do get this video published worldwide. But I just wanted to point that out there of what YouTube's been doing. They're always up to something, man. Always something goes on. Always something goes on. If it's not the money symbol, it's always something. Deleting comments, disabling comment. That's something that they probably do to this very day. I still get a lot of messages from people saying, my message keep getting deleted. I actually asked you to make a video about this, such and such, and I don't even think you got to see it. And the truth is, no, I didn't. They end up deleting it. And then sometimes I'll get the blame that I delete it when, of course, that's not me in any way, form. I wouldn't do that. But it's just, this is the shit that YouTube does. And it's just fucking crazy, man. But I just wanted to actually say that before ending the video, just to let people know what the hell's going on. It's not a surprise, honestly. Nothing they do is a surprise. It's always a dilemma. Always a fucking dilemma. But, all right, guys. That's pretty much all I had to say there. Love you all, man. And, yeah. See you next time, guys. Take it easy.